Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another energy checkup. I feel that this is going to be a very interesting video because when I was channeling just now, I remembered some things that I found very interesting when I kind of clicked it all together. And it was when I was doing breath work just now, I was feeling like it's time that I should maybe talk about this. Because I was very confused and I didn't really know how to deal with it. And there isn't really any proper way to deal with any emotions that we're going through. We just have to kind of be there and sit with them. But I have my little notepad of like stuff that I download or that is uploaded to me. I don't know, my little system inside my body. But yeah, sometimes when I get lots of different messages coming through like from my spirit guides, it's like, I need to write it down somewhere. So I do doodle a little bit, because I used to do that a lot in school and never used to pay attention. So I'm a doodler and I have a little thing that I want to show you today that I'm going to talk about. Just a few quick things. If you're booking a reading with me, you need to email me your question. I don't know why this has happened. So I'm calling out Rhonda and Chrissy. Chrissy, I haven't gotten an email to contact you. And Rhonda, I contacted you, but I don't know where you are. Anyway, just because I don't know how to say it otherwise. So hopefully you're watching the video and you reach out. Yeah, what else did I want to say? Oh, there will be 4 piles. So if you don't really want to listen to this little intuitive message that I channeled, you can just skip to whatever pile you are drawn to. But yeah, okay. Let me see. So I'm just going to show you, I don't want to show you stuff that will distract you from what I'm trying to, because yeah, I knew there was something. I'm going to cover this part at the top because I'm not fully sure what that download was about. It's parts of it came together, but when I get messages come through, it kind of all comes at once. So that's why I need to like write it down as quick as I can, because it gets kind of, you get kind of overwhelmed sometimes with all the information that's coming down, and the only way to get it out on paper is to write it out. But the top part's a bit like, bleh, so I'm going to cover it. So it looks really neat and tidy, but over time I rub pieces out and I make it more pretty because it gets my creative energy. I'm not an artist at all, but I like to just do whatever. So I'm just going to show you here. I hope this is the right way around. Yes, it is, because I always hold cards up. So we have Earth and Heart, and you've probably seen this before on like Instagram or something, but when you take the H at the end of Earth and you put it here, it makes Heart. But I just put it the whole way through because today I wanted to talk about the void and kind of how everything is all connected. I want to kind of like get your kind of creative energy going and understanding about the 4 elements and how they work. And it's something that I'm going to be bringing into a lot of the things that I'm going to be doing in the future is the elements, because they're so important. And the number 4 for me, it's just so there's a little bit of channeled information came through there, but we won't go into that today. So the Earth is green and the Heart is red. So I was thinking when I was channeling, I was thinking on the blood, and basically how, if you aren't aware, there's a lot of dark kind of occult stuff going on at the minute that has to do with blood. Blood is kind of seen as currency, and it's to do with this, if you can see, and it has to do with sex trafficking and stuff like that. But we're not talking about that, but it's just what's being shown to us on the outside right now is literally what's having to happen with us on the inside. So cleaning our blood and taking our blood back. And what I mean by that is like we need to clean our own system. So right now the energy with everyone is we're going through this like having to bring our health back into our awareness. We have to always now think about everything that we're putting into our bodies, and we're starting to get more health conscious whether we like it or not. And this is where I'm going to talk about the void and like this kind of limbo state that we've probably been in and out of the past year. And it's not like it's not like an easy process to go through. It's very, very difficult, and it's very lonely. It's a lonely time because everyone's experiencing it in a different way. But if you've heard about the Rainbow Bridge, so I seen the H when I was channeling. I seen the H and then I seen a bridge. So it was like the H is like the Rainbow Bridge, and a bridge is like a portal. And in the spiritual community, they talk about portals and astrology and all these portals opening up. And I've heard this from my guides so many times, and they say to me all the time, you are the portal. Because I got into all of that and I just didn't really resonate with it. Like, it's too far out there in the galactic for me to kind of understand yet, but I will probably be able to understand it eventually. But for me right now, and probably for you guys that are watching this, it'll resonate better to understand that you are the portal. You're the one that shifts yourself through your inner knowing, understanding how you're going to understand everything outside of you, okay? So the Rainbow Bridge is like the 4D portal. And the 4D is where a lot of people are at the minute. And I'm feeling that with the collective energy again. It's kind of, we're going back into it for a little bit. And yeah, this is where I wanted to kind of talk to you about how important breath work is. And I feel like it would really help you bring your energy and release a lot of stagnant energy as well, because I don't want to like be like, you do this and you do that, but this is something that's really, really helped me. And just even reading a book about breath work, or even meditation, if you don't like breath work, because it's some of them can be very intense, but I love the intense breath works because it just gets my freaking DMT going. So when I was thinking about the Rainbow Bridge, I was channeling and rainbow, sky, the air, and we have been living in a society that was very solar plexus, and it became very toxic because society became very over powerful. It was all power, power, power. And now we're moving in through the heart space, which is a portal to the higher density, or the higher realms, or whatever you want to call them. And the way I seen it was like a portal through the sacral chakra, through your heart chakra, and up to the throat. And the throat, I was seeing it as like 5D. So we're moving through, and the heart space is kind of that limbo state, because it is, your lower chakras are your more dense chakras. They're your more human chakras. And then your third eye, your throat, and your crown obviously are the more spiritual side of things, okay? And it's like, when I was hearing the information, it was like, breath is the bridge. And when you look at breath, it has earth in it as well, without the B. So breath is like the bridge to kind of take this new earth energy in. I hope this makes sense. I'm trying to explain my little mind how it works sometimes, but like the top part was like something I had already had come across. And then the rest just kind of, this is just the tip of the iceberg. A lot of information that I hold up here, I can't explain sometimes, so I do have to write a lot of my things down. Because I've always been told that I had ADD, and I never could accept that because, well, I did for a long time actually. I used to use it as an excuse for not paying attention. When I really, truly, in my heart, I knew I was just a lot more out there thinking about things that are just way out there, and I could never talk to people about it. And now I have you guys, so it's great. But yeah, I used to think I had ADD, but that was just a self-limiting belief. And like when I read into ADD now, it's like, that doesn't resonate with me. That is not me on paper. So yeah, I will probably, if you like this, let me know if you like me sharing my little doodles on these energy checkups, because I don't mind showing them, because I do want to start going into the elements more as well. But yeah, I want you to start understanding, okay, because the earth is green and the heart is red, and those two are connected right now because of, like I was talking about, blood and everything. And then the water and the air elements have been hijacked basically, because if you don't know who owns the air, it's like travel and all of that. It's a little rabbit hole you can go down. And the water as well, the law of water. Water's been hijacked. Water, they put stuff in the water, fluoride, to decalcify your pineal gland. I don't drink tap water, and I don't suggest you do that either, because it hinders on your spiritual growth. It's not going to completely stop you from being spiritual, but I just don't recommend it, because yeah, when I started drinking the clear water from the machine that I bought, I'm telling you, it's like I felt so much joy, love for everything around me. And it also had to do with that I was kind of put away from the water element for quite some time, and then all of a sudden I started working with it, and I started to embrace my fears around the ocean and everything. And a lot of that had to do with past life stuff and how I was drowned and blah blah blah. But once you start working with all of the elements, that's when you get your spirit back. And I'm gonna talk about that another time, because this is a little thing that I'm gonna get into. I was doing that the other day, and I was like, no, that's too deep for me right now. I'm on a very peaceful vibration. So this star, some of you know it, have the number 6 in there, and because it's something that's been hijacked as well, in a sense, by the dark side of like occultism and stuff. And I'll probably go into that, but I've probably been blabbering way too long. And yeah, I just want to say that the void that we are experiencing, so it's that space of like trying to understand where we're at and what we're leaving behind, because it's about letting go. And when you let go, you can kind of start experiencing the new you that's coming in. The new you is the new universe. It's the split that they talk about. It's like leaving the 3D and moving into the 5D. Okay, so that's the new you universe that you're moving into. And really, that part in between is quite lonely, especially if you don't have, I'm sorry, my mic's probably covered. Especially if you don't have anyone to talk to, it can be very lonely. And I just want to say, you have people to talk to. Just go on YouTube and comment back to people, comment to me. But just know that the void can be so scary, but at the same time, just know that when you're in that space, there's something right there waiting for you, the new you that's going to come in. And it's when you try and resist and you try and not have certain things come in, that's when it gets a little bit scary. But just know that it's a different form, it's a different style, I don't know how to explain it, of depression, basically. It's a depression that you're not aware of and why it's happening. And you don't exactly know why you're feeling this way, because you're so used to being a certain way, and then all of a sudden you're starting to feel depressed for no reason, and it's because the new you is trying to push in. And then it's like you get stuck in this kind of it's kind of like a blockage here in your heart space, but when you kind of waking up to it, it's like boom, and it's like releasing, and you're kind of integrating that new energy, and you're transforming like a butterfly. But anyway, I won't go on too much because I think that was a very long intro, but let me know if you mind these long intros or you don't really want to watch. I don't know, I don't care. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, anyway. I felt called to do that today, but I don't know if I can do these all the time, but I will sometimes show you my little notes. But I will put these away now. Down here somewhere. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, so we have 4 piles. I will ground myself and we will see you in your timestamps. Okay, hello group number 1. So as usual, I am going to channel for a little bit first, and then we will use the cards at the very end to kind of clarify what I was seeing. Okay. So I'm first being drawn to image of, it's making me really emotional. I feel like this is a memory, so I'm not sure if there's someone, it feels like you've lost someone recently, close to you, family. It feels like a male energy. For anyone that doesn't resonate with, just bear with me here to try and pick up more. I'm seeing like a mother or a woman dancing around the kitchen and just really fun, a fun environment, basically, a fun household. And I feel like all of a sudden it just kind of switched and everything kind of was pulled away from you, and it feels, so you might have lost a job. I'm seeing like papers and like trying to look through papers and stuff, so like documents and things, and just trying to get, it's like a lot of the physical things around you are cluttering you, but it's actually your mind that's cluttered. So notice that your environment actually has a lot to do with how you feel as well. And that's such a common thing. Like people, sorry, I'm losing it. I don't want to go into that. I want to come back. So some of you that have kids, or just some of you that are feeling quite alone recently because either you lost a job or you lost someone. It could be a relationship, but there is a lot of sadness because you feel kind of alone in a way, and you don't really know how to deal with it. And I'm hearing from spirit that maybe getting a pet would actually really bring a little bit of joy back into your life. And I'm hearing loud and clear now that this is something that had to happen for you to become more mature in your spiritual integration, because I'm also hearing some of you are a little bit worried about not having someone not having a father or having a father figure in their life, and it's really hard. So that's for someone who has lost someone, because there is a spirit kind of coming in there. But I am going to kind of come back so that I can. Okay, I'm ready. I feel like this moment, this kind of moving through the portal that I talked about in the intro to get to doing the breath work. I actually don't think I spoke about breath work properly in the intro, but breathing is really going to help you grieve or deal with the anxiety of not being or saying who you are. And you kind of feel like you've lost a part of your identity, and that is so normal. I see that a little, that you don't really want to talk to people because you don't even know what to say. So working with the breath is definitely going to help you. And also a pet. I keep seeing a dog, or getting a dog or something, but I really see a dog. And going out for walks and just having air, just breathing in the air, feeling it in your lungs. It's really going to help. Remember, your lungs is your heart space. So working on your heart chakra, you breathe, yeah, but your lungs are down here. So it's kind of the merging of the two chakra energies. So I really feel like in order for you to kind of heal this and get out of this kind of limbo state that I'm seeing you in, is to work on breath and meditation or breath work, because I see you're being sucked down a little bit, like it's pulling it's like I'm seeing that it's almost like something's coming up and pulling your heart down, and it's heavy. I feel really heavy. So you might actually have some chest pains or have been having breathing problems recently. So yeah, the last little thing I just want to point out is I feel that you you are going to move into like the end of the year. So I'm not sure what kind of holidays you celebrate, but like we all know at the end of the year we spend a lot of time with family, and I see that your energy needs to move into a place where you just have fully worked with yourself and try for right now. I really feel like trying to think outside of stuff that you lost is not going to really work, because I feel like you get really sad and emotional. So just trying to focus on just one thing at a time right now, one thought at a time, not trying to multitask. Your spirit guides are like pulling your hands down, and it's like, no, stop trying to do everything. They want to get you to a point where when this topic or this thing that you lost, this person that you may have lost, when their name gets called or the situation and what happened comes up, you won't get triggered, and it'll be a sadness, but you will feel like happy, and the memory won't really bring you down anymore. It won't be pulling you down to like this harsh, dense, scared energy. So yeah, I just wanted to say that is what I was seeing. I feel like there's something going to be so special about the end of the year for you when you have family together. You're going to see there's going to be like a little hidden surprise there. I don't know, my spirit guides are showing me like a little bit of a little surprise, but I don't know what it is yet. So there's just something that's hidden. It's like a hidden blessing. So there might be things that you're worried about that are coming in the future. Just know that there's a little hidden thing there that's going to be so special for everyone. Okay, I'm going to pull a few cards here. Actually, I want to pull this one first, just to see what can you work on for this week. What can you work on for this week? Okay, knowledge. So I feel like that has to do with asking questions to yourself, and also kind of asking for, I don't know why I'm picking this up, asking for your needs to be met as well. And whatever's happening right now in your life, you need to be asking questions like, okay, then why has it happened this way? Or why is things going like this? And also holding other people accountable as well, like finding out more information as to why they're acting a certain way or why they're being so closed off. And you need to not be afraid to find out more about what's going on with other people. So just because someone is quiet doesn't mean they don't want to talk. And I think that that's something that you know, but you just don't want to go there. So I don't know, there's someone in your life that you need to reach out to and find out more about how they're doing as well. And because I'm picking that up strongly for you, let's see as well, how can you kind of bring a little bit of abundance? We have organize for success. I'm just going to try and channel a little, because sometimes I don't pick things up from the cards. I'm seeing some sort of a swing. So I'm not sure, are some of you trying to move between two things at once? That also could, there's so many things that image can show me. It can show me like you moving in between the 3D and the 5D kind of consciousness. But as well, I feel like, are some of you literally getting your garden redone, or are you wanting to bring in swings for the children if you have children? But there's just some sort of like, you're wanting to organize. I feel like that had to do with the table as well and bills and stuff. You're trying to redo things. So basically what that is trying to say is your spirit guides want to help you out, but you just need to get organized. So getting rid of the clutter, like we talked about already, and then they'll be able to help you out. Because there's the way they were looking at stuff, they were kind of standing there, kind of being like, I don't know how to help you if you can't if you can't sort these little things out. So it's all the little things that have built up that have really messed with your feng shui, kind of, you know what I mean? So I think like sorting all of that out is going to really benefit you. Let me see now. I want to ask, like, how can you bring more joy into your life as well? What's your energy asking for? Knight of Swords. I'm hearing that you need to stop apologizing for being the way that you are and just go with whatever it is, because I feel like you get yourself into more problems when you try and justify what you're going to go after or what you're trying to make people envision, because your energy is quite probably intense at the minute, and it's like you're, instead of just pulling yourself together and thinking a little bit before you speak, that's something that you need to try and practice too, but that'll take time. So I just want you to know that, but never ever feel guilty about saying something and then someone being like, yeah, but that could only work if blah, 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 or whatever. Because this is a test as well. It's like that kind of, that's something that is completing, that is old, that's the old you. You would always kind of get yourself, you would always say stuff, and then eventually people would not agree with you, and you would be like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing then. And you would always like, you get so like intense about stuff, and then it would be like, oh crap. It's like you peak and then you go crap. You've got an intense kind of energy when it comes to like getting other people's opinions and stuff, okay? But you should never try and apologize. You just need to kind of sit back a little bit and just wait to understand where they're coming from as well. You need to just be like, I feel like, yeah. I feel like some people around you don't feel like they can like literally keep up with you, and that is your own thing that you have to work through. So this is a general reading. I can't really go too much into that because there's a lot of stuff coming there for different people, like 4 or 5 different things I could talk about because I'm feeling different things. This again, there's something to do with a younger boy who maybe you're worried about their future, or you're just wanting to have the best scenario. You want the best for them. So that's for some people. And then others, I'm feeling that there's a spirit coming through too. So this is someone as well. This could have to do with someone that has passed away. Because I'm just gonna say there was 2 different spirits in this kind of energy. I don't really like to look into it too much because this is general, but I will be doing a mediumship, pick a card eventually. But I try and not get too into it because I don't want to. But there was a father that passed away, and now there's a younger boy coming through, and they just kind of want to let you know that they're enjoying where they are right now in this new space, and it has something to do with being up high. I know that there's nothing in that card. Oh well, he's looking up at the tree, but it's something to do with being up high and looking down, and they love the view. And I don't really feel like they love the view of, they're not talking about the earth. It's more so this new place that they're in. They're just really enjoying the space, the open space, because I feel like maybe they were someone that was really kind of shy and always felt kind of closed in, and now it's like, look at all this space. So that just had to come through. That's for anyone that's grieving, because I had to get that out for someone. We have the Seven of Swords here, or sorry, Seven of Wands, and I feel like this has to do with where things are going. You've been kind of carrying a lot, and people around you, different family members, and younger men, again, young men keep coming into this. Younger men have just always kind of had a lot of the burdens. You could feel the energy from these younger men. Or maybe you are you're getting into a relationship with someone who is younger than you either, and it's just kind of, they've kind of had a lot of the issues. Just know that I feel that things are getting better, and it has to do with you healing and accepting things that you have to let go of, and then they can let go. Because if you are the feminine, a lot of you are female on my channel, but if you're not, just wait, I don't know how to put two situations together. Just roll with it. Take what resonates. But I feel like with the feminine, when you heal, because you can do it a lot easier than the masculine, they feel your energy that you healed from it, and then they feel ready to do the same. So that's what I'm picking up from that, okay? But yeah, this reading has been long enough, so I will stop it there, and I will fix this goddamn mic. Why is it down there? I don't know. Okay, anyway, thank you so much for watching, Sexy Soul. Please leave a comment down below if this resonated, and I will see you all in the future. Goodbye. Hello, group number 2. So, before we begin, I will channel for a little bit, but I have the cards here, and I will clarify everything at the end. Okay. I'm feeling back pains, lower back pains for some people. Something about your energy maybe has been shaken, because my back was kind of like a feeling of pain there. Yeah, I'm feeling unsteady. Like literally, I was kicked the tripod, but I'm okay. So obviously this has to do with, okay, you are definitely going through, so group number 2, you're like being in the void, okay? And it's probably a little bit like, what the fuck for you, but I don't see that you're really scared or nervous or anything, and you're dealing with it in a good enough way. But your spirit guides are really saying, okay, you need to get up and you need to just do something that is going to help you heal a little bit easier. Not that you need to heal. It's not as much healing for you. It's more just like your own growth, and you know, I'm seeing a plant. You know when a plant can't, is it like when the roots get rotted? You know, it's just seen a really, the dry rot or whatever it is. And I feel like it has a lot to do with you not getting yourself up. I see a lot of you kind of sitting down and just kind of doing things that are, you're kind of waiting for something. You're spending a lot of time looking at social media, and you're spending a lot of time like watching stuff that's really in a lower vibration. So be very aware and conscious of what you're watching. Like I see something that has to do with a lot of like fighting or war, or maybe you're just watching the news. I don't know. I don't watch the news. But it seems like it could be the news, actually, because the way it looks. Yeah, it's just like you need things to just be quiet. But what I'm hearing is that I'm hearing a lot of noise, but the reason it's like you're turning the volume up of everything else around you, which also can mean you're paying attention to the drama so that you don't have to deal with things that are going on. So this is just a different way of being. It's nothing that there's nothing wrong with you. It's not that you're trying to ignore it. You're just probably an extroverted person, and right now we're being forced into kind of like being at home, and maybe you work at home or whatever. So it's just a different environment for you to have to deal with, and it's going to take you a little bit longer than those that are more introverted, than that kind of have dealt with this a lot of their life, because they're always kind of so sensitive and feel the energies of others. I seen health. I had to stop there because I seen as well that some of you may have experienced some sort of health issue recently, and that actually has to do with a buildup of stress here. And it also has to do with you learning to be the person that you really are, because a lot of you, I feel like you're pretending to be someone that you're not really. So I do see that you're confident, group number 2. You're a very confident person, but there are some deep rooted, because I'm seeing those roots again, something that is real deep down there, that's the real you, the you that's from childhood probably. So because it's just so far down that it's bit by bit by bit by bit, it made you into who you are now, which is this confident person that put up this really good front. But what you're going to be experiencing when you mightn't be in the void that I talked about, but when you go into this kind of limbo space of confusion and like feeling like nothing's making sense and you don't know who you really are anymore, you have to just let that go. Because there is parts, I feel, for you, group number 2, that you need to start trying to let go of. Because you can't just do it overnight. It doesn't happen like that. And you can be in limbo. You can be in that limbo stage for a long time or a short time. It depends on how quick you try and like let go and just not let anything. You kind of have to just, I don't know, it's like you just let yourself go into it. I don't know how to explain it better, but this was a really bad way of explaining it. But I do feel like you're gonna have to, there was such a good, like, you were so confident in speaking about yourself, and you really were good at, like, I don't mean to make it sound like that, but you were good at bumming yourself up. You were good at making yourself interesting around people, and to some people it would have come across as a little bit vain or whatever, but now it's different. Everything is different now, and it's like everything is reversed, and you're starting to have to be a little bit more vulnerable, and you also have to talk to people about things that you're having to do, or maybe you have to change your job and you're not so proud of it, and just little things are coming into your life that you're kind of like, I don't really want to talk about that. I don't really want people to know about that. Or you're just being tested with little things, and it's testing you because it wants you to let go of this person that you think you are. You really need to start letting yourself be more truthful to the you that was there from the minute you came into this world. The real you, the truth that you are deep down. And it feels like because it's so deep, it must be something from childhood, a mentality. It could be just as little as something that someone said to you, like, you're never going to be good enough. And then you thought, I'm never good enough, but I'm going to prove to people that I can pretend to be good enough. It's kind of something like that. I don't know. But yeah, let me know, group number 2, because it's a hard one. That's a kind of a difficult one for me to kind of pinpoint what it really is. And this is general. I know I get kind of like very specific, so I'm sorry to the people that didn't resonate with. I'm feeling something touching me. I don't know what that is. It's like there was a hand here. Sorry. Yeah, is there something to do with your here? I was talking about health issues. Are you having pins and needles in certain point? Maybe it has to do with blood flow in the arms or something, or even just, I don't know. I was getting a weird sensation on my arms that we did. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Okay. Right, I do feel like with a lot of you that you are you're beautiful. You're beautiful inside and out. And sometimes beauty can be seen as like a curse, and like, that's a whole different topic. But I feel like that has something to do with what you need to start kind of being a little bit more open to people about. So people are like, oh, you look so good, blah, 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 or how come you are so good at dressing like that, or what? I don't know what it is. All of these different things that people say. And you somehow seem to attract a lot of people that are very like low vibration on the way that they speak about themselves. And that there latches on to you. And you might be the most amazing looking person in the world. And if you have all these people telling you like, oh, look at you, you're so skinny. And I used to get that and I really hated it. I was like, I don't like being skinny. There wasn't nothing wrong with my body shape, but it was just the energy and the way that they would say skinny. And I was like, it's not nice. I don't like the vibration you're throwing at me. So I feel like it has a little bit to do with, you know, understanding that as well. Because that could have been something that you felt like is the only thing you have going for you is your looks. But deep down, it's not, you know, there's more. You know that there's so much more to you. That's not for everybody, obviously, but that's just a message for someone. I do feel like you group number 2 are good looking though. Okay, partnership. Okay, this has something, this is linked with that, okay? So just, I hope that you're not trying to avoid leaving someone that treats you in a way that isn't nice. If someone's telling you that you look if someone's telling you look bad, or they're constantly saying like you need to lose weight or anything like that, just really get out of that. I'm just gonna be honest, and I saying that from me putting up with shit like that for a long time, and it was not okay, and I will never let anyone talk to me like that again. So just saying, if that is anyone that has that, some people, that's a message again. These are going to be, I feel like these are shorter messages for you guys. Group number 2, Page of Wands. Yeah, okay. You need to bring a little bit more. Right now, the update that I'm getting from you is there's a new kind of group of people that are going to start coming into your life. People that have a same kind of way of thinking, the way that you kind of hide away from everyone else. It's like your shadow self, the true you, the you that wants to come out and wants to be heard. And that's what I'm getting from that. So you're going to start feeling that these people are around you, people that think the way that you think. And I feel that when you start kind of speaking your truth, that's when you're inviting that energy closer and closer and closer, until like you literally start manifesting these people into your life. And it probably has a lot to do with music as well for some of you, or it has to do with spirituality or something. But I do feel like whatever it is that you're wanting to do right now, you're in the state of, okay, you're maybe working a job and then you're working at your little side thing that you're doing. Just know that phase is, you're in the perfect time to do it right now. You need to just know that this is like, it takes a long time to get, that part is the most like difficult part, but when you look back at it, it's the most enjoyable part. So right now you're trying to juggle between two different things that you're trying to do that you're passionate about. Well, I don't know if you're passionate about your job, but because I'm just going to be honest, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. This is your life, your choices, okay? There's nothing wrong with what you're doing right now. I'm seeing that it's fine and it's working for you and it doesn't matter. But it would make it a lot easier if you just like quit one of the things, okay? Because you already have a lot of these different opportunities around you, but you've got the fear that if you let one go, that it's gonna go all tits up or whatever. But with the death card, it's like it's already tits up in the future. So like you have to let it go anyway. Like it's already planned that whatever isn't serving you anymore, whether it's a relationship or work related, it's gotta go anyway. So you're procrastinating. You're stopping yourself from doing something that you know deep down you have to do. So it's either leaving a job or it's a breakup or something. Or it's just like letting some people go that have been kind of lingering in the background, keeping you feeling stuck. So yeah, but that is all I have for you, group number 2. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below and I will see you in the future, sexy souls. Goodbye. Hello, group number 3. So, as always, I will channel a little bit first and then I have the cards here. And yeah, I have a good feeling about this. I just want to say already that, yeah, I'm feeling straight away that you guys are the light workers. So just want to start with saying that before we begin. Yeah, you guys are definitely empaths because I'm seeing like trying to get my way into your energy, into here. Is that the way I'm doing this channeling today is I'm trying to focus here and the energy there. And I'm trying to get through, but it's difficult. So there's a little bit of a warrior. You're more of a light warrior at the minute, because you're putting up this kind of like you know that you have compassion, but you're just being careful. So that's okay. That's I like that. So I'm not sure if you guys are actually experiencing any of this being in the void, as they call it. You're more so kind of you have easy access to kind of just flow between the two. So you're in the 3D, kind of hanging around people, you know, you hear people gossiping, but you're not really getting involved. And then you're also when you go home into your little snuggle bed that you have, you kind of just get all cozy and you watch little documentaries and stuff like that. And it's just like you're back kind of like letting your mind wander, and then you're doing your own little practices. So you're back and forth between kind of 3D, then you go through the 4D to 5D. You're just kind of got this good flow, but you're really not letting anyone in really at all. So I just want to say that your energy at the minute is not letting anyone in, and that's okay. I'm hearing that is okay. I feel that right now, okay. It's a really interesting image I'm getting. Okay, so you're obviously an old soul, because I came to this forest and there was a huge, massive tree, and it was one of the biggest trees. But for some reason, okay, I'm trying to understand this. The reason I'm hearing that it's okay for you to be a little closed off right now is because your spirit guides have something that they want you to kind of wait for, to kind of bring into your abilities and the way that you are psychically or intuitively. Because I seen that this big tree and then it was cut down. So it's like you were so like grounded and in your own body at the minute. You're not feeling like you're disassociating. You're not getting into like spiritual bypassing. You're completely like, I know who I am, and I am not going to let anyone come in and try and cut me down, kind of. And I feel like that's probably because you've either had narcissistic people in your life, and you worked your way up now to stay kind of here, but you just need to wait for other people to kind of heal. So you can see where people are at in your energy. You can see them and you're like, okay, they're figuring out that. So you're kind of like the person who, you know, hands them the puzzle, the next piece of the puzzle or whatever. So people are trying to create their own pictures and you're kind of there to assist, is what I'm hearing. I have a sore throat. I think you are going to have a little bit of breathing, or you're going to have to do a little bit of breath work, but also you're going to have to, honey, maybe you're vegan, I'm not sure, but I'm seeing something. You need to like liquid, you need a little bit of like something for your throat. And that actually has to do with, because you're closed off here, you need to kind of find a way that works for you. So just because you're closed off means that you have your boundaries in place, but you need to kind of not be so strict on the way that you use your boundaries. So it's the way that you speak. The way that you will speak will kind of ease things up a little bit. It's learning how to not let people in, but also just not completely pieing them off and ignoring their energy altogether, because that's where it's going to get a little tricky for you. And for you to be able to stay in this flow that you're in, because you're going to get stuck at some point if you don't work on a way to kind of communicate properly with people. So yeah, there's certain things that I'm seeing a dog digging the garden. Sorry, it's weird images come into my head sometimes. A dog digging in the garden, and I don't know why. It's like a dog, and then there's a bone in the garden. They brought out a bone, and they're bringing the bone to me. I don't know what to do with this energy. Sorry, thought I heard something. I'm not exactly sure what this is, so I'm just going to let that be there. Let me know if there's something, if you have a dog. It was like an Alsatian or a German Shepherd, but it was almost like there's a secret. There must be a secret or something, because when I see stuff like that, it's like for some people out there, there's something you're hiding. You need to tell someone about something. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but yeah. Yeah, we'll just leave that there. Okay, so I'm going to pick one of these. Courage. So yeah, I feel like you know something about someone and you want them to know, but you're afraid to tell them. So that's one thing that I'm picking up. And also, you kind of are someone who you can see where things are headed for yourself or for others. You're just intuitively tuned into that. or there's just something that has been on your mind that you don't want to happen in the future. So when courage is kind of coming into it, it's like, it's telling me that you kind of need to work with what you got. Because there's no real way for you to build yourself up. You just have to work with what you've got right now. And that's what I'm picking up for you. Group number 3. Also, pay attention to your thoughts at nighttime and just, what are they? Question them, because they're not always that nice. Yeah. So have the courage to ask for and accept help. Okay? And I think this has a lot to do with, because I was seeing like images of like a council of different spirits, and they were talking about you, because they were holding you, your spirit, your essence kind of here, and they were like discussing it, and it was like, I didn't, it was too much coming in, but at the time I heard something along the lines of like, we just need to wait because your time is near. And it meant, it was meaning in like, you are kind of this miracle that they kind of implanted here to bring light to the world, but the light still, we're still not needed. Us kind of light workers are kind of still in the dark. We're still kind of lingering around, and people are not fully open to tarot or things like that. So it's kind of like, it's not your time. And with that card, I feel like we sometimes get a little bit alone on our journey, and I feel that you just need to kind of be open to certain things right now, and I'm not exactly sure what they are, but it has to do with spirit guides. Kind of, you're questioning them, or you're feeling like they're not helping you as well, and you wish that they could prove things to you, but it's like they're kind of, they want you to be more open with yourself, because I don't know, it's something here. It's even though you close people off, it's because you're still kind of figuring some things out that I'm not going to go into now, because it's your own stuff that you need to go through. But it doesn't mean it. The easiest way for you to kind of work through this is just kind of asking for help from not just your own higher self, your higher you universe. Okay. Just gonna pull 2 more cards here. Yeah, I'm gonna just do 2 for you. The King of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. Okay, this has some, either you're married or it's something to do with your father. Asking for help from them as well in regards to whatever it is. Do you need some sort of help on your home? Do you need to, like, I don't know, are you building an extension onto your home or something? Something to do with expanding, and that also has to do with your own being as well. So your own being is expanding, as in your awareness, and then it's also has to do with your abundance. So your abundance is, this is great actually. It's really good energy. You have a lot of good things coming for you, and you have a lot of people that want to help you. So just don't be afraid to ask for help, and know that, like, if you and your partner have been kind of unsure where things are going to go, they're going to a very good place in the future. I keep seeing this for my clients, and just the future is bright. The future is bright for a lot of us, most of us, all of us. Manifest exactly what we want. Okay, speak it into being. But no, I honestly, I see that for a lot of people recently. It's just like we're going through the rough of it now, but it's starting to kind of fizzle out, and like when we are in a lower vibration, we don't stay there as long as we usually do. It's different now. It's like, it's not that we're just always going to be love and light when we're moving and integrating this energy. It's still, we're going to have shit days, but it's just going to be like, I can't let myself be like this. And you're just going to get over it. And then it's like, you know, used to be with me, it would be like a couple of months I would feel depressed. And now it's like, if I'm depressed, I'm usually only depressed for like 2 days or something. Or even sometimes, and some people will be like, that's not depression, but 5D depression or this new spiritual depression that I'm still trying to figure out is different. It's not the old way I used to be. We have temperance as well. Yeah, it's you guys are just finding the balance. There's not much here in your energy that really needs much looking at. It's just like asking for help, and not like using people to your advantage, because people still want to help, and you have a different way of asking for help now because you're conscious in a different way. But these people are happy to help, and it's the same, works the same with spirits. They're happy to help. It's like they have nothing better to be doing. But you're just kind of like thinking too deep into it, and it's like, no, just ask for help when you need help, because you're always helping people. So try and, because that's how things start to flow. Like with this is when things start to move. When you ask for help, they help. That's the exchange. That's the actual flow of abundance that we all need to start practicing more. So yeah, ask for more help from people, and don't feel bad about it. But yeah, that's all I have for you, sexy soul. And leave a little comment down below if this resonated at all for you, and I will see you all in the future. Goodbye. Hello, group number 4. So as always, I'm going to channel a little bit first, and we will pull cards at the end to just kind of clarify other things. But yeah, let us begin. Okay. Oh, the reason I went, because I literally feel like I'm in the mist. I'm in it. You guys are, if you watched the intro, I talked about the void, I think, at the end. Basically, the void is this kind of this empty space. It's like the bridge between the new frequency that's coming into the earth, the new space in the universe that we're moving into, but you're experiencing a lot of it at the minute, and it feels almost kind of like, I'm literally like looking at it, you know, like jelly when you wibble it. That's what I'm seeing, sorry. Okay. There is, the reason I feel like there's a little bit of humor to you guys, like you've got a good sense of humor, and I think that's your coping mechanism, which is great. But you guys are definitely the ones that have either lost a job, or you're starting to be like, what is going on here with everything? everything. Yeah, because I feel like you've had a massive like ego death, where you just are like, how could this have happened? It's almost like number 4s, it's like your whole world has just been flipped upside down, and it's like you're finding it hard to cope with all of the things that you thought were reality. And it's harder for you guys because you built yourself up to a point and you had this kind of vision in your mind. And it's like this is hard, because I'm not sure if you are ready right now. I feel like that's probably why you're still kind of in this space of you're you're still a little unsure how to process all of this, because I feel like for you, group number 4, it's not just your abundance and your money and everything and your job and everything. It's kind of everything all at once. And sometimes it's not as intense, but it's coming in little pockets. I'm seeing like little drops. So it's like a little drop of something will happen, and then it'll click all other things, and you put all of these other things together, and you'll be like, okay, well, why the hell did I believe in all that shit? And then you're just kind of, little tiny things are like happening around you, and you're picking up on different things, and you're like, nah, no, I can't be dealing with this right now. Like you're open to it, is what I'm feeling. Like you're open to finding out the truth now. That's what I feel. It's like you're open to being this new person. It's almost like you feel like you're not ready, but you know that you're not the same person anymore. I literally saw someone like putting their clothes away, but it was like the job. Do you get me? So like a uniform. I saw someone putting a uniform away and being like, locking that and being like, that's the old me, and that's the me that my parents wanted me to be. For some of you, I heard that, but yeah, it's just like you're a little annoyed because for such a long time you felt like you had the key and you knew exactly what it was that you needed to do to unlock that life of abundance, and then bam, it's like COVID hit, and it's like, oh crap. So just, you're really questioning a lot of things. I hope that resonates. For some people that won't resonate maybe, and I'm sorry, but I just had to be very specific with what I was seeing with that. And I just feel like for such a long time you've been tricked into believing that this was what was going to make you happy in a way. And that would be people, that would be the environment of the job that you had, or the way that people were acting around you. It was just like everything just seemed like, now when you look at it, it was all a big fake. It was all a big like, that is not me. I didn't want that at all. I was just pretending I was going with the flow. But you weren't really going with the flow. You were actually like not really wanting to let your true self come out, and now you're kind of starting to feel it come creeping in. So you guys are in that kind of point of confusion. I'm seeing when I see this, it's like a whirlpool. It's not like a tornado. It's like grabbing your energy, your chakras. It's like someone coming in and pulling your chakras out, kind of like this. So that's the way it feels when you're just like, you can't really connect anything sometimes, and you're very forgetful as well, because it's just all a little bit like, so that's what I'm picking up. I'm also feeling like one of the best things, and you mightn't look at it like this, but this whole lockdown, isolation stuff has been part of the rainbow bridge, that like bridge to this new you, that I was kind of talking about at the start of the intro. And yeah, you're really going to be more content with wanting to go after what you want now and what you find important. Okay, so that's just some of the things I was picking up. You're also going to see that the little things in life are going to start to make you happy. Like you're going to start to, I don't know, it's something about the sun. It's like you look at the sun and you're looking at different colors in the sky, and you're going to be like, wow, that's so amazing. And you're going to kind of, just different things. Or even like you're looking at a flower and it's blooming, and you're like, whoa. I don't know how to explain it, but you're just going to really, I know how to explain it because this is me 24/7. Like I see anything and I'm like, wow. But I feel like you're starting to pick up on this too. And that there's like, that's 4D energy, also kind of 5D energy as well. Because you're having an awareness, your awareness is heightened, and you're looking deeper and seeing things in a more different, beautiful way. trust. I think that has to do with, you need to trust that, sorry, there's really nice images on, I'm playing a YouTube video on the TV and it's distracting me. That actually really distracted me because I thought, yeah, it's the flower. There's a flower blooming on the TV. Okay, anyway, block that off. I lost it. I lost what I was trying to say, what I was feeling for that. Trust. Hold on. Okay, I get it. So you're not sure that all, so when I said at the beginning, everything kind of just went away. Like, it's not just your job, it's kind of your relationships and your health and things like that, the way that you're eating and so many different things are coming. And you just don't really trust anything at the minute. You have to not sit in this energy. You have to trust, because not trusting is a lower vibration. That's a lower 3D kind of third D conscious. I can't say that freaking word. 3D consciousness. It's like, it's a lower vibration, and you have to just trust that everything is happening for a reason and nothing is happening. Nothing is an accident. Nothing happens for no reason. Everything is all connected. So trusting that I know, and that's hard sometimes, trusting that this all happened for you. You decided this. You either decided it through a thought and you're manifesting this life, or you're contracted into your soul, whatever way you want to look at it, because everyone is different how they look at things spiritually. I don't know why, but I'm drawing another card, so I will go with it. I didn't do this for anyone else. Romance. Okay. If you have a parent or someone who was very close to you that passed away, romance is coming in, but I'm also hearing the go ahead. Like, yeah, they're a good one. Kind of like the thumbs up from whoever that was that came in. But romance, so there is a little bit of romance coming into your life. It's going to start moving fast. It's going to get a little scary. It's going to feel like, oh God. So for anyone that's single out there, that's a little message for you. That's probably why I felt like pulling another card. Okay, let us see. One of these. I don't know why I use these. I never use these because I never really connect with them. Like I can never pick up anything. No more complaining. Okay, so there you go. That's just your message. No more complaining. Stop complaining. I think that actually has to do with you though, and those are like, this is abundance cards. So no more complaining. So no more complaining about money, because when you say, oh, there's another bill coming in, and you have that kind of energy, another one's gonna come, and you're gonna just keep attracting more and more and more. It's like law of attraction kind of stuff. So just stop complaining about it, and wait to see what happens then. Okay. I'll just take two more. We have this, which means, hold on. Yeah, okay. There is a new energy just waiting to kind of come in. But with the Six of Pentacles, it's all about like charity work and giving to others and all of this. So just because you maybe don't have the finances to do certain things, you can still like do things that are little kind gestures, like making someone a cake for their birthday, or just doing something very nice for people. I don't know, just a gesture. It could be as simple as that, like literally babysitting for someone, a family member, or just something so small. Just doing those little things is going to attract more kind of this abundance. So instead of thinking about things that are not working for you, try and focus on something completely different, like doing something you would never do, but it has to be something that is for others. And then you're going to have this new thing coming in here. I'm not sure about what that is. Some of you, I'm hearing that it has to do with children. I'm picking up children. So maybe you wanting to work in a school or something to do with children, I'm not sure. Or maybe you're wanting to have kids. That's a big, this card always has like a sexual energy for me. I don't know why, it's like, ah. So yeah, I was hearing twins too. So some of you maybe are waiting to find out if you're having twins or not. Maybe I just clarified it. I don't know. No, I'm joking. But yeah, no, I did see 2 children. So yes, that is all I have for you, group number 4. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment down below if it resonated, and I will see you all in the future, sexy souls. Good.